Sweet potatoes are for so much more nowadays, including a potato salad. Grilling sweet potatoes is a great idea. They're healthy, gives you lots of different options. So we're going to make sweet potato planks today. You can grill them outside on the grill or inside. We'll do it inside for those of you that don't have the access to outdoors to be able to grill. Super easy. Get out a griddle pan. We're going to poach off, steam those planks of sweet potatoes. I'll get that started right now. 2 to 3 sweet potatoes cut into about 8s and planks. We'll steam that for 10 minutes, and when I come back, let's make a fresh cherry nectarine salsa and give you some more tips along the way. So I steamed out the potato planks. About 8 to 10 minutes are fine. Spray your griddle pan or your grill with some food spray like Pam, and then just a little drizzle of oil. And we're going to start to get these just to get a grill mark on them. They're tender, but they're not too cooked. And do I feel the sense of an acrobatic clown coming around? See?
Wow.
Yep, you get Bruce Springsteen on the show with me, and I will make whatever you want, Bello. I love you, buddy. So while these start in the griddle pan, I'm going to add some pork chops. You know, boneless pork chops grilled are just perfect for the summer, and this is going to make a really great dish because we're using nectarines and we're using cherries, so it's going to be wonderful. So funny little story as this is grilling. I first read the recipe for cherry relish in Cooking Light, and so when I started to make it for the first time to test it, I realized I don't have a cherry pitter, so it took me quite a long time and quite a bit of a mess to cut the cherries. So what I did was I incorporated it in with nectarines, and in the next segment we're going to do that and make this great fruit and corn relish. Right now I'm using some barbecue seasoning, and I just a pinch on the potato planks because we're going to use a little cumin in a little bit as they start to grill. Now, just to add a little flavor, I'll stick some onions on the griddle pan as well, and use the red onions because I just think they look really pretty as they're going along. Now, this is going to take, like I said, probably about 10 minutes. Let's get some black pepper on there. We have some great seasoning. In a little while, I'll bring out the cumin and we'll let this griddle. Now, in the meantime, you want to make sure you get out your fresh lime juice if you're using the Key West lime juice, or start to juice the juice of about 4 limes that we're going to use almost as like a dressing. So I'm going to start to turn the potatoes as they gently kind of get the griddle mark. I'm starting to see it come by. Finish up. There we go. That's a really good look right there. Finish up, and then we're going to make this cherry nectarine relish when I come back. So stay with me. Even Bello's going to enjoy lunch today. I mean, what's not to like when you have barbecue pork chops grilling out with great seasoning? The potato planks, the sweet potato planks are really coming along. As they start to get their grill marks, then I put them over in a platter. Let's get to the salsa. So here are the infamous cherries that I did not have a cherry pitter to use, but they are delicious. So as much as I like this recipe, I just needed to cut down the work, so I added nectarines, so it's not all cherries. Now, for any reason you don't like cherries or don't feel like pitting them, besides the nectarines, what you can use skin on in the nectarines, by the way, you can also use a bag of frozen pomegranate seeds. You can get those over at the Fresh Market, and sometimes I see them in other fine grocery stores, and that just makes for some good flavor and good color balance. I have some yellow bicolor, actually, corn. Cut off the cob, not cooked, just in its lovely crunchy state. Now we're going to add some chopped scallions, and I really love scallions, so go a little bit heavy on that. About half a jalapeno. I'm not too big on a lot of spice, but I'll keep a few on the side in case Scott and John want it a little bit spicier. Now I added about 2 tablespoons of lime juice, and I'm just going to let this sit. This in by itself, this relish kind of makes its own really beautiful salad, but we're just going to bump it up several layers by doing it with the pork. Cherries and pork work so well together. And then the sweet potatoes, it's going to be really nice. The key with recipes like this is how you serve it. You really want to use a nice decorative platter. It really makes that wow. And this way, when you're cooking for friends, it's something that you can do a lot of it ahead of time. So you can make the relish ahead of time. You can prep the sweet potatoes by steaming them, and then they just go out in the grill. Now, the last thing I'm going to do before I pull the pork chops, the boneless pork chops, and slice them up is add a big helping of cilantro. Oh, I love cilantro, and this makes it really cool and fresh. When I come back, it's time for lunch, and we'll see if the guys like it as much as I like this recipe.
So good. I don't know how else to say. So good. This is delicious.
I take that, considering you're the grill master. I take that, but so easy, right? Boneless, thick boneless pork chops. Don't overcook them. Don't cook them past medium rare, even better. Let them rest for 10 minutes. But I really love this sweet potato salad with the cherries and the nectarines and a little hit of jalapeno, fresh lime juice. That in itself could be a vegetarian meal for me, but I got to put in a little carnivore love for you and Scott.
And the smell of the herbs, and it's just so good.
Very light. It'll be really fun to bring for July 4th.
MySuncoast.com, go to the recipe link, click on the dining button, and it'll take you right to it with the video instructions. This is superb.
Scott,
Thanks,
we'll
Judy.
save you some.